Interim Grand Rapids Police Chief Joseph Trigg gave an anticipated presentation to the City Commission of the Whole regarding recent officer-involved shootings.
The committee made the request after the most recent shooting.
News 8's Duncan McLean heard the presentation and joins us live. Duncan?
Teresa, George, we're live outside of City Hall now, where that presentation wrapped up just about an hour ago. It was an exercise both for the department and the city in transparency and reflection as they looked back at some of the most traumatic instances of policing in the city's recent history. First, we heard Chief Trigg define terms when it comes to officer-involved shootings and uses of force, then describe what justifies uses of deadly force, both in the eyes of the law and in the eyes of their department policies. He then followed that description of terms with a narrative description of 10 of the 12 officer-involved shootings that happened between 2022 and the end of 2025. Each narrative also came with information on the number of officers that were present when the shooting occurred, whether or not the subject of the shooting was known to be armed, and a description of the threat that was posed toward officers. Each of the 10 subjects that were discussed presented a weapon to begin the interaction. 5 actually fired gunshots at officers before officers discharged their firearms. 3 raised a gun toward police officers, and 2 charged at officers with a bladed weapon. All were deemed acceptable uses of force by Michigan State Police investigations afterwards and by Kent County Prosecutor Chris Becker. We asked Chief Trigg after about the exercise.
We're not afraid of transparency, especially I know this agency. I stand behind what we do. I think our policies are strong, which CLIA accreditation shows that we're in the top 5% in the country. Always room for improvement, but no, it just showcases that we have a pretty good department here, always learning to get better. We have a nice, safe community too, but that comes from the effort of our police department and the effort of all the other departments in the city as well, and the impact that the community leaders and residents play too. It is literally a collaborative effort that takes everybody.
Again, Trigg covered 10 of the 12 officer-involved shootings in the requested time frame, omitting the perhaps most controversial 2, the shooting death of Patrick Loyola and DeQuayne Johnson. They said that they had to leave those out because of pending litigation and ongoing legal battles regarding those 2 shootings, and said there would be an opportunity in the future to review them in the same way. We also asked the chief afterwards what the department may have learned or taken away as they explored these shootings in a kind of new way. He said they didn't learn much because there wasn't any new information technically released today, and Trigg himself was present for many of these shootings, at least part of the department. He said he interacted with the community and the victims and the people that were nearby it afterwards, and looked almost every officer that was involved in the eyes in the days that followed. They also described some of the support services that they have for the community that is involved in these and the officers in the aftermath of these shootings. A pretty comprehensive review at the request of the committee. For now, live in Grand Rapids, Duncan McLean, News 8.